Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Our presentation is titled Criminal Offenses Against Persons, Legal Definitions and Implications. We'll be exploring key topics such as homicide, assault, sexual violence, and other related crimes that profoundly affect personal safety and individual freedom. I'm looking forward to diving into these important issues with you. Homicide is defined as the unlawful killing of another person, carried out with intent or malice. It's considered one of the gravest crimes because it results in the irreversible loss of life. Legally, homicide is not just one single category. Instead, the law differentiates between various types based on factors like the killer's intent, the circumstances surrounding the act, and how responsible or culpable the person is deemed to be. Understanding these distinctions is crucial because they affect how the crime is prosecuted and what penalties may apply. Manslaughter is defined as the unlawful killing of a person without any prior intent to kill. This means that unlike murder, the person did not plan or intend to cause death. Manslaughter often occurs in situations that are accidental or involve reckless behavior that leads to someone's death. Because of this, the legal system treats manslaughter differently from intentional homicide. While it reflects a lower level of blameworthiness compared to murder, it still carries serious criminal consequences due to the loss of life involved. Understanding these distinctions is crucial when discussing the law surrounding manslaughter. Kidnapping is defined as the unlawful seizure and carrying away of a person, usually through force or the threat of force. Essentially, it's a serious violation of someone's personal freedom as it forces them to move against their will, stripping away their safety and autonomy. More often than not, kidnapping involves intimidation, and there's a real risk of harm to the victim. This combination of coercion and potential danger is what makes kidnapping such a grave crime. Sexual assault refers to any sexual contact or behavior that occurs without consent. This means that any form of sexual activity imposed on someone against their will falls under this definition. It's important to understand that sexual assault covers a wide range of violations, from unwanted touching to the most severe forms, like rape. This crime is a serious breach of a person's bodily integrity and autonomy. Beyond the physical harm, sexual assault causes deep psychological trauma, affecting victims long after the incident itself. Recognizing the gravity of these impacts helps us better support survivors and address this critical issue. Domestic violence is any form of abuse or violence that happens between family members or people living in the same household. It's important to recognize that this doesn't only mean physical harm, it can also involve emotional or psychological abuse that deeply affects the victims. These harmful acts seriously undermine the safety and well-being of those involved, disrupting their sense of security in their own homes. Understanding these key points is crucial for addressing and preventing domestic violence effectively. Robbery is more than just stealing someone's property. It involves taking something directly from a person by using force or the threat of force. Essentially, it's a combination of theft and violence. When the crime includes causing harm or even just attempting to hurt the victim, it intensifies the severity because it puts the person's safety at risk. The impact goes beyond losing belongings. It directly endangers the victim's well-being, making it a very serious offense with both physical and emotional consequences. Assault is defined as an intentional act that makes someone fear they are about to suffer bodily harm. What's important to understand here is that assault focuses on the threat itself and the fear it creates, not necessarily any physical contact. Even if no contact happens, the crime is still committed because it's about intimidation. This offense deeply affects a person's sense of safety and peace of mind, disrupting their feeling of personal security. So, assault is really about the impact on the victim's sense of threat and vulnerability. Battery refers to the actual physical impact or harm that is inflicted on someone through unwanted contact. It's important to understand that this crime involves causing bodily injury or any offensive touching without the person's consent. What really sets battery apart from assault is the physical contact itself. While assault may involve the threat or attempt to cause harm, battery includes the actual touching or striking. So, the key point here is that battery always involves some form of physical contact that results in harm or offense. Stalking involves a repeated pattern of behavior where someone follows, monitors, or harasses another person. It's not just a one-time incident, but ongoing conduct that targets an individual. This continuous behavior can cause the victim to experience a lot of fear and emotional distress. Over time, the impact grows, affecting their overall well-being. For the victims, stalking can escalate and deeply disrupt their daily routines and their sense of safety, making them feel vulnerable in places where they should feel secure. It's important to recognize how serious and harmful this behavior can be. Harassment refers to aggressive pressure or intimidation directed at someone, causing them significant distress. It's important to understand that harassment usually involves repeated and unwanted actions, intentionally designed to upset or control the person targeted. The impact of harassment goes beyond just a momentary annoyance. It deeply affects a person's emotional well-being. This behavior can happen in many different settings, whether in social environments or professional workplaces, making it a serious issue that requires our attention.